happy start of a new week, happy new vlog. Today is Monday. The time right now is 8:38 and I'm getting ready to go to the gym, not to work out, but to work from there because they have a co-working area. And I have not been using my gym membership as much as I need to get my money's worth, so that is why I'm going while Montez works out. I would have loved to have worked out this morning, but I just woke up a little bit later than I'd like. But who knows, maybe I am wearing workout clothes just in case I feel so inclined to do so. That, I just put on a little makeup. I literally filmed the whole thing and it wasn't recording, and so I've been trying to just put more effort into my appearance, especially in these colder, darker months when you're not feeling like yourself. Like I was talking to my friend Flora on a hike yesterday and she was like, do you ever feel like you look like a man or like you feel so ugly like while you're on your period? And I was like, literally yes. And I don't know, with this last period, because it was during the dark time, I just felt so ugly and I just was not liking my appearance. And so to counteract that, and like I'm just trying to put more effort in, like feel cuter, because like of course you're not, like if you're already feeling not great about your looks and then you're in sweats or you know you got pimples and you're like seeing yourself, you know, and your hair's not done, like you're gonna feel worse about yourself, I think. And so if you can just do a little something to make yourself feel better, I think that is for the better. And I feel like my mental health, like I just feel a little bit more like a more pep in my step when I have a little lip gloss on, a little makeup, you know, because then it's like, okay, I have on makeup. Like makeup is tied to productivity for me, because it's like typically when I wear makeup, I'm like going outside, I'm seeing people, or I have to film content. So, you know, it's just like certain mindset things that are tied to certain items, and just figuring out ways to hack that. I'm not wearing any mascara because I'm allergic to my men's mascara. I like it. I think it gives me great volume, but I'm allergic to it. It makes my eyes water and it makes my eyes red. And so no mascara for me. But good thing my gym is right next to a Sephora, and so I think I'll just pop over there when they open, grab me. The mascaras that don't bother me are the Rare Beauty mascara and the Ilia mascara. The only thing with the Ilia one, I found that it got really dry really fast. So I think I'm just gonna go back to Rare Beauty because I really like that one. I'm using money on a gift card because I'm really trying not to be spending money like that, even though I am seeing Wicked twice this week. But I bought the tickets for I bought the tickets for Thursday a month ago, and I bought the tickets for tonight. Did I say I'm going to see Wicked tonight? I'm going to go see Wicked tonight on Monday. I'm so excited. I have my Wicked sweater on. Yes, I'm missing a button. I broke it, but they gave me an extra button, and so I just need to go get it fixed. So that's why I'm like wearing it like this. But yes, I'm going to go see Wicked tonight, which I'm so excited about. Yeah, I'm excited, and I want to see it like 5 times. But what I'm so upset about is just that we have to wait a whole year for part 2. Like, I know I'm gonna feel fed, I know I'm gonna feel good at the end of it, but I'm like, crap, like we have to wait a whole year to hear No Good Deed. Like, I don't know. The hair, I do want to look presentable, but I'm also like, I don't want to be putting so much heat on it, so I'm trying to find a little in between. No, but like, did y'all grow up watching Glee or no? I didn't watch the other one, Smash, I think. That's before my time. But Glee was definitely my show. And, like, that's where I learned about Wicked. Like, I didn't know about Wicked before Glee. Because I didn't grow up, like, my mom was not able to take me to, like, Broadway musicals. Like, no. I'm the oldest of 8 kids. She has 6 kids. But, you know, those things are very expensive. And that's why I love when they make musicals into movies, because it's just, Broadway is very elitist. It's very expensive, you know? It's very hard to get into certain shows, especially like as a kid. That's why every time I hear Ariana Grande say like her mom took her as a child to go see Wicked, the original Broadway cast, and she got to go like backstage, which you have to bid for. Like you have to put money up for that. It made me realize like, oh, Ariana is very rich. And I didn't know about like Boca Raton, Florida. That's where she's from. But yeah, she's very rich and a little spoiled. Like her mom, she said that like her mom spoiled her. If you are a Wicked fan, let me know what is your favorite song. For a long time, mine was The Wizard and I, but I think No Good Deed has really been growing on me. I just really love how funny it is, unintentionally. And honestly, it's a good workout song. Like, it's good to work out too. My friend stayed in one weekend. Like, normally she always goes out on the weekends. She stayed in one weekend. She's like texting me like, oh my gosh, I get it now. I get why you love being a homebody. I'm like, yeah. You save money. You're enjoying your rent. You know, like, what's the point of spending all this money on rent if you're not at home? Ever. Yeah. Really for the past like 2-ish weeks, I just haven't been feeling like myself. Like, I've been sleeping in really late, reading just a shit ton of books. I reread the Akatar series after the election, and that was very comforting. Then I read Abby Jimenez's Part of Your World and Yours Truly. I read those back to back this past weekend. I loved Yours Truly though. It was so sweet. In case you don't know what it's about this girl named Brianna who is a doctor, and she her brother has kidney failure or something. Like, he needs a new kidney essentially, and she's also going through a divorce, so she's like just not in a great place. Her brother's sick, she's living in her childhood home, and she's about to finalize her divorce. Enter Jacob, who so it gives you both perspectives of both protagonists. So Jacob is an anxiety ridden, he's white in the book, but I picture a lot of these people as black people. I'm sorry, I do. I'm like, they'll say they're white and I'm still like picturing a black person. But yeah, he is 5'10", which is my first time seeing somebody not 6 foot in a book. I was like, okay, like, she's representing for the short kings. He was 5'10". His brother is marrying his ex-girlfriend. And so he's just like, ugh. And so he comes from a very big family. His mom is a relationship and sex therapist. They're just all up in his business. They're like, hey, you just, like, his sisters are like, you need to like have sex with somebody else. Like, we don't want you like moping around about this. And he's like, I already am, but he's lying. And so he makes up a fake girlfriend. Him and Brianna meet. So he starts working at Brianna's job at the hospital she works at. They do like a run-in. Like, she runs out of a supply closet and bumps into him and breaks his phone. And he goes in to confront her about it, but then he sees her and he's like, oh, she's the most beautiful girl. Like, the man was too stunned to speak, looking at her beauty. Which I'm like, have I ever stunned anyone with my beauty? Like, how attractive does someone have to be to stun someone with their beauty? Anyway, and so he was too stunned to speak. He tried to like convey what he wanted to convey, and his anxiety just kept making it harder and harder for him to talk. And so he starts writing her these letters. And I'll stop it there because I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it was just a very cute story. They like do these letters back and forth, hence Yours Truly. And it just escalates. But I really like that book. The first book, Part of Your World, because they're a series, but it's not like you need to read one to read the other. I kind of wish I do that because I would have maybe skipped Part of Your World. Part of Your World was good. It was just like about a very rich girl and a man, and she just kept acting like she didn't have any choice. And I hate sometimes when people think they don't have, like she just didn't realize she had any choice, and that was the whole book was about, like realizing you have choice, realizing you can choose the life that you want. And she had just never done that for herself, and she was 38. And I'm just like, I thought when you're in your 30s you start caring less and less, and she just cared too much about what people thought, and she was like in an emotionally abusive relationship. I was just like, oh, I don't like this. I didn't like that one as much. But anyway, I've been reading all these books and just, I feel like leaning into some escapism, coping mechanisms, like not really trying to confront what I'm feeling. And that's not good because I still have things I'm trying to do by the end of the year, and I can't be using all my time escaping, especially when it's like creeping into like my 9-to-5 work too. So I'm just really trying to get back on track. Sriracha, 2 boiled eggs. I just made me a little tea. Actually, it's my tea from last night that I did not drink. But that just means it's extra, extra brewed. Montez is trying to figure out how to sneak the snacks into the movie.
I loved when Alphabet came to and realized the wizard is full of shit.
You were making some grunts at Ariana. I don't think you really like Glinda.
I don't. I fucking hate Glinda. I don't fuck with Glinda at all. Sorry, Ariana. But
The time is 7 a.m. I set my alarm for 5, woke up at 5, but then got back in the bed and slept for another 2 hours. So, I'm trying to not beat myself up and just, just get the day going. I'm just really trying to get myself to wake up early, and it has been a struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we're about to go. We're about to get going. I'm about to go to the gym, and then I'm gonna wash my hair at the gym. I feel like getting back on track is going okay. I didn't work out yesterday. I didn't even vlog yesterday, so today's Wednesday. One sec. I feel like getting back on track is going okay. I did not work out yesterday or vlog. I've really kind of fallen off of like making content for myself because my whole job now has become creating content, and I don't know. I saw somebody talk about this as like you get close to doing the things that you say you were gonna do, and then like the things that come with that start happening. Like you get a lot of followers or whatever, and then you're like, okay, wait, this is feeling a little too real, and then you self-sabotage and you stop posting. And that's kind of what's been happening to me. Like I got a big group of followers on TikTok, and I just feel like whenever I get close to certain milestones, I'll just like screw myself over. And that's kind of like in every area. Like with weight loss, I can do the same thing. I don't know, I don't like that. But I did tell myself next year, January, I am getting in therapy. I was in therapy in 2022? Yeah, 2022. And that therapist was like, you need to confront your dad on some stuff. And I like confronted my dad, and it felt like I like almost blew up my whole family. And so I've been scared to get back into therapy ever since then. Yeah, because I was like talking to her about certain things, and she was just like, yeah, have you ever talked to your dad about this stuff? And I was like, no. And then like tried to talk to him about it, and it just became a huge like thing. And I think that has me like, I'm scared to see like how, now it was like a big blow up, and so I'm just scared to see like what other areas that might happen in if I continue down that path. I do feel a lot better and more healed in some things. And I feel like I pretty much know my issues. Like, I'm very self-aware. But I think my problem is I can see my issues, but I don't necessarily process my issues. And so that's why I keep, like, repeating the same things over and over. So that's why I think therapy would be really good for me next year. Just to have somebody to talk to and help work through some things. I also realized, like, I have a lot of issues around control as well. I was watching... What was I watching? That therapist that all the guys are trying to get on their podcast because they want to make fun of her, but then she like is amazing and they can't say shit to her. I cannot remember her name right now, but she was on Cam Newton's podcast and Nick Cannon's podcast, and she was saying Dr. Umar was like doing something on her, like trying to read her down and saying like the reason she's not married is because she doesn't have a man. Or sorry, doesn't because she has too much need for control. And she was saying like, yeah, that is why I don't have a man. Like I felt the need too much to control certain things, and it made me look at my own self and it's like, oh, do I feel that need for control? And like everything in my head was like, yes, you do. Like you are very controlling. Like if something's not my way, it gives me an anxiety response. And so I think that will also be good for me to get in therapy about. I also realized too, like, certain things that shouldn't irritate me. And I think my anxiety shows up a lot of times as irritation. I think this is very common for a lot of Black women. And so, like, yesterday, Montez was sick because I told him to take a pill, take an ibuprofen pill, and that ended up making him sick. And I felt so bad. But instead of being like, oh, I'm so sorry, my immediate response was like, that shouldn't have made you sick. And like I was a little bit irritated at the fact that he got sick instead of just being like, that shouldn't have made you sick. And so I felt guilty about that. And he was just like, yeah, you're not being helpful in this moment. And I was like, you know what, you're right, I'm not being helpful. But I think I don't like that that's my immediate response is like irritation to something. I think it's because like, oh, I feel like I messed up and like I don't really allow myself the space to mess up. Now we're having a therapy session. I don't allow myself the space to fail or mess up. But then in certain instances I do. And so I don't know, it's just like a weird thing. Like I just don't like being wrong. I don't like being in trouble. Alright, let me get dressed because I don't have time to be yapping. I need to go. So since I'm gonna wash my hair, I'm gonna oil my hair while I'm at the gym. And so this is the pre-cleanse micro oil by RX, and it's just gonna help get any extra dirt off my hair. But oiling your hair has been linked to so many like benefits, and so I've been trying to do it more before I walk. I want to make sure that the hair that's growing I'm actually keeping, because that's like, you know, that's the whole battle. It's like you're growing hair all the time, but are you keeping the hair that you're growing? And then nozzle makes it really easy to just get right on your scalp. It tastes like Gatorade, but without all the sugar.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Saying, baby, if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new man. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, I am back now. It was so nice washing my hair at the gym because normally I just shower there, but like leaving, I was like, it feels so nice to have my hair feel so clean. And so absolutely love that. I'm wearing it curly today because it is raining outside and I don't feel like dealing with my hair frizzing up and putting in all that hard work just for my hair to be frizzy. So that is why my hair is curly right now. Workday is so busy. The time is 12:26. Though I'm very proud of myself. I'm already at 5K steps for the day. And normally like I'm ending the day at around 5K. So I'm feeling very good about that. What else? But yeah, workday is very busy. I'm gonna let myself sit for 30 more minutes and then I'm gonna hop on my walking pad and walk during one of my meetings that I have today. A break from work to eat a salad. This salad is from Mixed. I love Mixed. It's like the closest thing we have to kava here. So good. Or it's like a sweet green. Today I did design your own salad. This one has romaine, crispy chicken, jicama, pickled red onions, shaved Brussels sprouts, potatoes, and goat's cheese. And then for the dressing, I do chipotle crema and salsa verde. So good. Alright, it is 9 o'clock now. I'm about to get ready for bed. I'm actually really proud of how I showed up today. Like, I worked very hard. Granted, did I wake up late? Yes. But you know what? 30 steps, we're doing the best that we can. And like I was getting ready to stop my work and I was like, you know what? But I was looking at my list and I was like, you know what? I can do a few more things on this list. And so I just went ahead and knocked them out because it just felt better to do that. I didn't really get to do anything for myself, like my own work / side hustles. But that's okay. Because me pushing through today means I don't have to work on the weekend. Or feel pressured to work on the weekend. I'm not technically slated to be working on the weekends, but because I don't finish my work, sometimes I end up just working on the weekends. And so just getting ahead a little bit helps me to not have to do that. I'm using my salt lamp instead of the big light just to help my body know, like, alright, we're winding down now. Also, my eyes hurt from looking at my screen, and so just to help ease the eyes into Betty bad time. Montez is eating dinner out there right now, but as soon as he wraps it up, I'm gonna turn that light off as well. Because I did this last night and I slept so good. So I'm just gonna try to keep doing this going forward. Okay, I'm about to take my makeup off. I'm gonna use the Edam Dew Dream Cleansing Balm. I just got this and I really like it. They're Black woman owned, I believe. Because I was gonna buy the Elemis one, but just with everything that's been going on, just trying to shop more small brands. I don't know if Elemis is a small or a large brand, but that's just like the cleansing balm everyone's been talking about. And so I was like, okay, let me see some smaller Black women owned brands and see if they have a cleansing balm that I want to try out. And I really like this one. It smells really good and it does a really good job of taking the makeup off. Yeah, I just feel like after the election, granted, this has been my goal all year long without even the election, but just trying to consume less. Like, I think it's always put on us to buy, like how much can we buy? And I really want to try to get as creative as possible with what I already own. You know, so I'm just not being wasteful. Tracy Ellis Ross has one of the best closets to me. And something she said in an interview recently is that she really hates waste and that she really wears her clothes. Like, she repeats outfits. She's not precious about, you know, her clothing. She wears her clothes. And I think that it's just a good lesson for everybody. Like, use what you have. Try to get creative with what you already have. Try to shop as sustainably as possible. I have a friend, like, she doesn't buy anything new. Like, she always shops like the real and consignment shops. Granted, she works at Google and makes a shit ton of money, so she can buy all these designer pieces. But something I kind of take away from her is, like, she buys the thing she wants, you know, and if she has to wait for it, she'll wait for it, but she doesn't like buy a dupe of it. And I just think that's really good advice and just a really good way to live. Like, just buy the thing you want. And let it be expensive. Just let yourself save for it versus buying the dupe of the thing and then it doesn't last, you know? My eyes feel so much better now after wiping them. So that's cleanse number 1. Now I'm going to use the Jan Marini Bioglycolic Cleanser. I had the moisturizer too, but my boyfriend was also using it and went through it very quickly. It was a $100 moisturizer. And so I don't think I'll be making that purchase again. I got it on Amazon Prime, so I think I actually got it for like $80, but still, that's like that's very expensive, and I don't got it like that. And sometimes I'd be trying to live like I got it like that, and then my account get overdrawn, and it's like, okay, let's live in reality for just a quick second, you know? Like, that's not realistic to be buying an $80 moisturizer every 3 months, especially when I'm barely consistent with my skincare routine. But I do like this Bioglycolic cleanser. This is $40, I think, and it's lasted me. Like, I bought this in July, and I'm barely gone through it. So that I can justify a $40 cleanser, but I don't know if I can justify $100 moisturizer. And so with this, when you don't wash it off, you like wipe it off with a towel. And so I'm using my Clean Skin Co. towel, and then you just wipe it off. I also had chai kind of late in the day, and I was like, I wonder if that's why I'm feeling a little more energetic. But I'm also in my follicular phase, and in this phase of your menstrual cycle you also feel a little more energetic, which is why I'm glad I'm actually doing what I need to do during this time, because like this is the time you feel the best. And so if you don't take advantage of it, it's kind of like, okay, like what were you doing? So I like to use this time to try to get ahead on some projects, because who knows how I'll feel in a week. It's been raining all day today. Oh, I put on some tretinoin, and then I put on this moisturizing cream. The salt lamp instantly makes me sleepy, because now my eyes are like, okay, let's go to bed, girl. And so that is great, because I don't always fall asleep like instantly. I'm gonna read Throne of Glass. I'm rereading Throne of Glass. Just, it's like a nice little comforting book, but I do need to read God of the Wood for my book club that I'm in. I'm about to do that, and I will see y'all in the morning.
People in therapy are often there to deal with people in their lives who won't go to therapy. I have a job, it's actually quite fulfilling. Though my hairline is thinning, I barely do anything else. I read self-help books, I do meditation, walks in the woods, a new destination. I sit with my feelings. Sometimes I'm even journaling. I got a full-time job, though no one pays me, and it's all thanks to you. Some days I wish I had a relationship status. Then I remember last time I ain't got time for that. I have a job, it's actually quite fulfilling. Though my hairline is thinning, I barely do anything else. I read self-help books, I do meditation, walks in the woods, a new destination. I sit with my feelings. Sometimes I'm even journaling. I got a full-time job, though no one pays me, and it's all thanks to you. My friend says I ain't stuck. I'm too self-aware, but how else will I get any luck if there are wounds left to wear? I read self-help books, I do meditation, walks in the
That class was so hard. Man, it was hard. I'm hungry as heck now, but I'm glad I went, got it over with. I did not want to get out of the bed because, as you can see, it is a rainy day, and it just felt so good to just stay in bed. But I'm glad I got myself up and went, because I forgot how good it feels to just work out in the morning. And I worked out yesterday in the morning, and I felt so good all day long. And I just want to keep that train going. I felt really, really good. But now my body is sore. Also, I teach later today, and so I teach those classes. In case you didn't know, I'm a Lagree instructor as well. And even though it may not have looked like it as I was taking the class, because I took like a week off, maybe a little over a week actually. And you feel it. Like when you take that time off, you feel it. And so I try to take the class, because how our studio runs, they make a routine for the day. And unless you're an instructor who makes their own routines, I am not, because I'm a busy girl. And so if somebody's gonna make the routine for me, then I can just teach that. That's perfect. Granted, with my Pilates classes though, I do write those routines. But for Lagree, I just teach what they give me. Sometimes I'll change it depending on the class, but for the most part, I teach what this routine is for the day, and a lot of the other instructors do that as well. And so I like to take the routine of the day so I can have it in my body and like know where to be like, okay, focus more on this, or just to have more solidarity with the students who are going to take the class later. Because yeah, these classes are not easy, and sometimes I feel bad about teaching the class that I didn't take, because it's like you're teaching something you didn't do, so I like to take the class. So I went ahead and knocked that out. I'm gonna take Montez to work because it's raining and I need the car later. Okay, I dropped Montez off at work. Now I am about to start my work day. It is so rainy and I just want to curl up in bed with a good book. I would do that even on a sunny day though. Nothing like a fresh thing of matcha. And I like to go a little heavy with the matcha. I really need to feel it in my veins. I've been really loving cold whisking my matcha lately. One, because milk goes bad really fast. Like I hadn't been buying milk for a while, and I forgot how bad milk goes. Like how fast milk can go bad. So that's just how I like to do it now. I need a new matcha whisk. Specifically this raw milk. The raw milk goes bad really fast. Like you gotta go weak, if that. So I really have to make sure I use it. Use it on up. I bought this ice tray with heart-shaped ice cubes. Not the most practical to refill. Like I think I definitely need a regular ice cube tray, but it's very cute. And it makes me happy. And now I'm gonna add some honey. And then lastly, what I've started adding is vanilla bean paste. And it just has taken my matcha to a whole nother level.
Alright, I just got out of the shower and now I'm about to define my hair. To define my hair, I like to use the Hour X treatment leave-in. It has rosemary extract in it, which is really nice for helping your hair grow, but it also has heat protectant in it, so I'll also use this when I straighten my hair. I just use a lot less of it. And sometimes I've even done my wash and goes with just this leave-in because it does have some hold. Granted, it's not the same hold as like a mousse, and so that's why I'm going to follow it with the Dew Mousse Staff, just to get my hair extra defined. And I'll make sure to link these products in case you're unfamiliar. Focus today, and I think it's because I got on TikTok pretty early in the day watching some Keke Palmer clips because she's on her press tour right now for her book. And I just feel like when I do that, I'm just not as focused, and so I'm just trying to get back on track as much as possible. So I bought the bounce curl brush with my own money, and I don't know if it's just me feeling like this, but these brushes are expensive. Like this is a $30, almost $40 brush, and I got the Helix Hair Labs when this one was sent to me. I wanted to try the bounce curl one though because while I like the Helix Hair Labs, I like it a lot. I think it does really a good job. Because my hands get so slippery while I'm adding on these products, this slips out of my hand a lot. Versus this is like easier for me to hold on to, and so a lot of my time with this, the brush is slipping out of my hand. But I do like it. They are Black women owned, and the bounce curl people are Latina women owned. So both small businesses, definitely ones to support. I just did find the bounce curl one a little bit easier to use, but if your hands are not super slippery or if you're not as clumsy as me, then you might really love the Helix Hair Labs. As far as definition, I think they both do a really great job. So I'm going to try to do as small sections as possible, but I am in a bit of a time crunch, so we'll just see what we get done. I saw the owner say go under once and then go over. And then I'll also finger coil some pieces that I want to have a little bit more definition. Keke Palmer, I think it was her Vogue interview, she wore her hair curly for it, and her curls looked so good, and they look like they finger coiled her hair all the way around, and I was like, I need to do that one of these days when I have some extra time. It just looked so cute and pretty. And one thing about wearing your hair curly, it will make you look so young. Like, I feel like I look so young when I wear my hair curly. The curls do be curling with the bounce curl brush. I will say that. And the Dew. Like, I just feel like this combo is just like the golden combo for curls. I'm going to do this all over my head, and I'll come back once I'm ready to blow dry. I'm putting on my Apple Watch because I do want credit for this.
It's an anagram, she panted as she reached the tomb. Mort opened an eye, where everyone could see. Selena eased open the door just wide enough to slip inside. The moonlight was strong, and her breath caught in her throat as she saw precisely where it fell, trembling with her where she lay down, inside the starry cell. She lifted shaking fingers to the blue jewel in the center of the crown. So you think he might also have the second word key?
Okay, hair is officially defined. Now we're about to dry, and as you can see, my hands are filthy, and just, you know, it was. This is why I like the bounce curl brush a little better. It's done, but I never liked the way it looks on day one. So hopefully it gets bigger throughout the day, because right now it just looks so small, but I want my hair to get bigger. The time now is 3:13. I have to teach my classes at 4:30, but Montez forgot his damn keys, and so I have to run to his job to take his keys to him, and then I won't have time to come back here. So I need to post really quick, go get him the keys, and then come back here. Or sorry, and then go straight to my classes. So we got a lot to do and not a lot of time. Seeing those streets going, that's what we want. It is Saturday night, and Montez planned a little Christmas outing for us. We're gonna go look at some tree lights. I don't know, but I have on my little gift band headband. I have on green, very much giving. I'm about to take Christmas from you. I'm excited to go and do a little something. I've been in the house all day cleaning up, and so it's nice to get out and see the world. I did a little glitter in my inner eye. It's Sunday now, and we're going to put up my wreath that we got last night. I feel like every time I say wreath, I'm saying it wrong because I'm from the South, and my family definitely says wreath, like with a F on the end, not wreath, TH. So I'm really trying my best to be proper and a lady and say it right. But yes, I'm obsessed with this wreath. Got it last night. It has little pine cones in it, and they said that it's gonna dry. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. It's by a small local farm here in the Bay Area. It was originally a certain price. They had certain wreaths out for 50% off, and I really loved this one. And I was like, do y'all have any of these 50% off? And the guy was like, no. And he was like, actually, let me go check. And he was like, you know what? He came back, he's like, you know what? We can do it for you. And that is why you ask, okay? Because, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. And I really wanted this wreath, but I did not want to pay the price that it is. And I got it for 50% off, okay? So very, very excited. My first Christmas decoration. We never really decorate for Christmas because we've always been in like little teeny tiny apartments. And I'm always like, I don't want to lug all these decorations from apartment to apartment. And I'm like, is it wasteful? And I'm like, I had to think to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's wasteful. Like, is this the best thing to be spending your money on? No, but is it gonna give you a little bit of joy? Yes. And so I think I just have to like adopt more of that mindset, because I just keep being like, I don't want to spend money on stuff, but then it's like, okay, but you want a little Christmas cheer, don't you? Buy the freaking thing. It's okay. This is why we work hard, so we can buy little fun, frilly things. Okay, so let's go ahead and put my wreath on my door. Well, that didn't work. I guess this is too small to go on this kind of door. But I'm gonna return this because I need to get my money's worth, and that clearly did not work. So I guess the kind I need is like the strip kind that you just glue right on here. So I'll have to get that, I guess. They didn't have it at Target though. That's the kind I looked for, and they only had these kinds. Because I probably had a feeling that this was not gonna work. So I'll have to find another kind. Oh y'all, I am hungry, but I don't feel like making nothing in that motherfucking fridge. I don't feel like making nothing in that motherfucking fridge. I don't feel like it. Soon as that sun go down at 4 p.m., the effort in me is gone. It's gone. She's gone. But I gotta bring her back because I'm hungry. I'm supposed to be going to the grocery shop once Montez finishes work. I bought these shorts from Target. the little micro sweater shorts. I was looking at them on Revolve and then went in Target. I was like, they got them in here. Let me get them here real quick. And I do like them. I think they're very cute. I haven't really seen many, you know, plus size girlies wearing them. And one thing about me, I will wear it. If I like it, I'm gonna wear it. I do have some sardines in there. I think that's what I'm about to make. If y'all don't know, sardines have so much protein in them. And to me, it's about the same as tuna. I like sardines. I get the ones from Costco. I'll show you. Sardine fillet and olive oil. Very good. Okay, let me go and make these, y'all. I'm kind of sad about my wreath, you know. But I just ordered some command hooks on Amazon. And they should be here tonight. So I can put my wreath up. Because I was really looking forward to having a little Christmas cheer today. Okay, I'm about to make this. I think I'm going to put it in a wrap. Because I need a carb. I think that's also what I need, a little carbohydrate. I haven't had a carbohydrate today. I'm so thin, I'm wasting away. I haven't had a single carbohydrate today. All I've had was steak and eggs and 2 chai lattes and... Alright, we're getting ready to go to the gym now. Mom says it's off work.
Monday, Tuesday?
No, I'm saying you're off work now, so we're going to the gym.
Oh, okay.
Packing our gym bags because one thing about me, I'm going to use all my gym amenities, and that includes using that shower. Should we stop at Target to get you some shower shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to get Montez some shower shoes because he doesn't have any. And he's a germaphobe. He really hates. Like, I will still shower sometimes without the shower shoes.
I did it once. I cringed the whole time.
Yeah, it's very much so cringe. Like, I would not recommend doing it, but I had already said I was going to do it, and so I was just like, okay, let me just do it. But definitely don't recommend showering at a public room without shower shoes. But if you don't have shoes, and say you forgot them, like, what are you going to do?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.